There are diseases that don't hurt, don't make you cough, and don't come with a fever. But by the time you notice them, it's already too late. I'm not exaggerating. Many seniors go about their day as usual, walking, cooking, doing chores, until one morning they pass out, lose vision, or collapse from complications. One of the biggest silent threats: type 2 diabetes. Many people believe, I don't eat sweets, so I won't get diabetes. But that's not how it works. Type 2 diabetes often comes from years of eating too much white rice or bread, not exercising, chronic stress, and of course, age. I have a friend, Mr. Jacks, 66 years old, a retired teacher. Every morning, he had a coffee with condensed milk and bread. For lunch, 2 big bowls of white rice. He felt fine. I'm healthy, he'd say. But when he finally checked his blood sugar, it was over 300. Doctors said if he waited even a few more weeks, he could have ended up with kidney failure, vision loss, or even a stroke. Early symptoms that are easy to ignore: constant thirst, even when not active, frequent urination, especially at night, always hungry, eating more but still losing weight, blurry vision, dizziness, cuts and wounds that heal slowly. The danger: these symptoms are often subtle. Most people blame old age or just being tired and never take it seriously until organs are already damaged. I used to be careless. I didn't go for checkups. I thought, I don't eat candy, I'll be fine. But diabetes isn't just about sugar. It's about how we treat our bodies over the years. If caught early, you can control it with better eating, daily walks, and no need for heavy medication. But if you ignore it, well, sometimes the damage is already done before you feel anything at all. Practical advice if you want to stay healthy after 60: cut back on white rice, white bread, switch to brown rice, or eat smaller portions. Avoid sugary drinks, soda, sweet milk. Drink water, herbal tea, or roasted barley water. Walk at least 30 minutes a day. You don't have to jog, just move consistently. Check your blood sugar every 6 months, especially if you're over 55. If high blood pressure is a sudden bomb, diabetes is like rust. It doesn't explode, it eats away at your kidneys, eyes, heart, and nerves slowly, until your body breaks down. And here's the scary part: diabetes often leads directly to the next hidden danger: early-stage kidney failure. It's even more silent, and when your kidneys begin to weaken, the symptoms don't show up until your body is already collapsing. In Part 2, we'll talk about early-stage kidney disease and why millions of seniors may already have it without even knowing. As we discussed in Part 1, diabetes often opens the door to other dangerous conditions. One of the most dangerous, and most silent, is kidney failure in its early stages. The tragedy? Most people don't feel anything wrong until 80% of their kidney function is already gone. What exactly is kidney failure, and why is it so silent? Your kidneys are the body's filters. They clean your blood, remove waste through urine, and balance minerals like sodium and potassium. But as we age, especially after 60, those filters slow down. When combined with conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, the kidneys get overwhelmed and begin to fail, little by little. There's no sudden pain, no obvious symptom, until one day your legs swell up, you're always tired, your blood pressure spikes, and the doctor says your kidneys are only working at 20%. Early warning signs of kidney decline: constant fatigue, even after resting, swollen ankles, feet, or hands, foamy urine, or changes in urination more or less often, muscle cramps at night, loss of appetite, and metallic taste in the mouth, trouble concentrating, or brain fog. Sounds familiar? Many seniors think this is just old age, but these could be red flags from your kidneys begging for help. A true story, and a wake-up call. There's an elderly man in my neighborhood, Mr. Gray, 71 years old. He kept feeling tired and had puffy legs. He thought it was arthritis. When he finally went for a checkup, His creatinine level was dangerously high, and the doctor said dialysis might be needed soon. The worst part, it could have been delayed or avoided if he had tested earlier and adjusted his habits. Kidney failure isn't just about dialysis, it's about losing your independence. You can't eat what you like, you're always tired. You have to go to the hospital 2 to 3 times a week. And the sad part is, it sneaks up on people who never felt sick at all. That's what makes it so dangerous, the silence. How to protect your kidneys. Starting today, drink plenty of water, but avoid overhydration, especially at night. Reduce salt. High sodium damages your kidneys slowly. Avoid painkillers like ibuprofen or diclofenac unless prescribed. They can harm the kidneys. Keep blood sugar and blood pressure under control. Get a kidney function test, especially creatinine and eGFR, once a year if you're over 60. If your body is a home, then your kidneys are the plumbing. You won't notice a clog right away, but by the time your sink overflows or the floor is wet, the damage is already done. That's why regular checks and preventive care are so important for seniors. In Part 2, we uncovered how early-stage kidney failure silently ruins your life before you even realize it. But the truth is, the danger doesn't stop there. When your kidneys are struggling, your liver is usually right behind. Fatty liver disease is another silent epidemic affecting seniors, and it often goes unnoticed until it's too late. The liver is one of your body's most important organs. It detoxifies your blood, stores energy, produces proteins, and helps with digestion. But when fat builds up in your liver, from poor diet, alcohol, or other factors, your liver becomes inflamed and can't function properly. This is known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, and it's one of the most common liver conditions in seniors. You can live with fatty liver for years without any noticeable symptoms. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't come with fever or swelling, but over time, the damage can turn into cirrhosis or even liver failure, both of which are fatal. And by the time you start noticing symptoms like chronic fatigue, bloating, or discomfort, it may be too late to reverse the damage. It's tricky because many of the symptoms overlap with other common conditions. But pay attention to these signs: unexplained fatigue or feeling always tired, unexplained weight gain, especially around the abdomen, bloating and discomfort in the upper right side of the abdomen, elevated cholesterol and triglyceride levels, swelling in the legs or feet, dark urine and pale stool, a sign of liver distress. Sounds a lot like other conditions, right? That's why so many people ignore it until it's too late. Liver damage can't be undone once it's advanced. And even though fatty liver starts off mild, it can quickly progress to cirrhosis, where your liver becomes severely scarred. At that stage, it's not just a lifestyle problem, it's a life-threatening situation. Practical advice to prevent fatty liver disease. You don't need to wait until you have liver damage to act. Here are some changes you can start today. Cut back on sugary foods. Processed sugar, white rice, and soda are all linked to fatty liver. Eat healthy fats. Incorporate foods like avocados, olive oil, and nuts to support liver health. Limit alcohol. If you drink, keep it to a minimum. Alcohol puts extra strain on the liver. Increase fiber intake. Whole grains, vegetables, and fruits help detoxify the liver. Exercise regularly. Daily walking or moderate exercise helps burn fat and maintain liver health. Check your liver function regularly. Liver enzymes, ALT, AST, should be checked every year, especially for seniors. If your liver is like a filter, fatty liver disease is like a clogged filter. At first, it's just a little buildup and it can still work, but eventually, that buildup clogs the filter so much that it stops working altogether. And that's when real health issues start: cirrhosis, liver cancer, and transplant waiting lists. These 3 diseases, type 2 diabetes, kidney failure, and fatty liver disease, are silent threats to aging. They creep up on you slowly, often without warning, but they don't have to take control of your life. By understanding the early signs, getting regular checkups, and making small lifestyle changes, you can take proactive steps to protect your health. It's never too late to start, but the earlier you act, the better your chances of maintaining a healthy and fulfilling life for years to come.